What's up guys, it's Simon. So today I'm gonna do a video request from T. Phillips. He replied to a comment I posted on Lady Gravedancer's video on Consecrating. I think she uploaded that on December 1st. And I'm gonna show you guys the screenshot in a minute. So first we're gonna go over what consecrate means. To make or declare sacred, dedicate formally to a religious or divine purpose. Pretty simple enough. So that's the intention you want to bring to the ritual. Before I go any further, I didn't actually get to reply back to you because I couldn't find the comment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post a link to this video on Lady Gravedancer's video under my comment, so that way hopefully you can see it. That way if you're not subscribed, you can hopefully still find it. So what you can use is, you can use the full moon. You can put it under there. You can either hold it or sit it on something and let the moon charge it that way. You can say something. You can work with a deity of whatever sorts. Pretty simple enough. All you need is the item you want to consecrate and wait for the full moon. Boom. You can use the dark moon, same way. I'll let you use your own discretion on what you feel to use it for. Some examples are for divination tools, so that could be like your cards, pendulum, you name it, scrying mirror especially, dark crystals, anything to use for your ancestors or spirit work. You get the idea. Oh, you can also use the full sun. Now, the full sun is when the sun is on your time zone meridian. You can find this in the Farmer's Almanac. I don't think it's in anything else, but, and I said farmers, not the old farmers, the regular Farmer's Almanac. And, it happens every 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th of the month. And it's anywhere from, like, 11:45 to 1:15. Oh, and it also, it's in CDT time. So, I can't remember right now what that means, but I think there isn't a way you can research how to convert that to your own time zone. So, you can obviously just use a god or goddess. So you can put it above your head, near your heart, hold it out, whatever's comfortable for you. Call on whatever deity you wish to work with, whether it be god and goddess, or just a god or just a goddess, and ask them to help you consecrate the tool. Just like that. You can use smudge wands. You can use a piece of a smudge wand. Mine's falling apart. And that's a good way to save your smudge wands and not use them up so quickly, especially if you're trying to be a frugal witch or you don't have a lot of money to spare. You can just do that. You can hold the wand above your item or around your item and consecrate that way, say some words or don't. Or you can sit it in a abalone shell. Oh, it smells so good. Or, obviously a fire-safe dish and consecrate it that way. You can also use an incense stick. Or, fireproof bowl, cauldron disc, and loose incense. You can use salt. You can also use just regular water, like rainwater, storm water, full moon or goddess water. You can make blessed water. If you guys want, comment below and I'll make a video on this. Next time I need to make some, I'll make sure to record a video for you guys. Trying to think what else can you do. Oh, make sure with the water, that the item you're consecrating can be in water or touched by water. Metals, same thing with the salt. Metals can't handle salt, so don't use salt water on something that has a metal consistency. Don't sit a metal object in salt for a lengthy period of time. Lengthy period of time could be, I think, about anywhere from 3 days to a week. Definitely not a month. So if you're doing it for like 5 minutes to a day, I think it might be okay for the metal item, but only for the salt, not salt water. Don't ever put salt water on metal unless you wipe it off right away, but still be careful. Selenite don't put in water and don't put in salt. So if you're consecrating selenite, don't use that method. So like I said, just make sure that it's water safe and salt safe. You can use your wand. Oops. You can use your athame. If you don't have those, you can just use a finger. That simple. And in my practice, since I'm ambidextrous, I don't have a dominant hand, so I use my right hand as my projective hand. So my right hand is my right index finger is my athame, and my left hand is my receptive hand, so my left finger is my wand finger. You can also just use your hands and hold the item to your heart or wherever, and just focus energy into that object and consecrate it that way. You can use a candle, so depending on what it is you're consecrating and how much you're consecrating, you can sit the items around the candle or hold the item above the flame of the candle. That is also kind of like working with the element fire, but you can decide whether if you want to call in the element or not. Just make sure you're not burning yourself or the item. And with the stones and crystals, that's kind of working with the element of earth, but you can choose whether or not you want to call upon the element or not. You can use potions. This is my power oil. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before to you guys. I don't use this only for consecrations, but I do use it for consecrations, as well as my Dúthroch, which is Irish for dedication. So for my self-dedication, I use that as well. You can use singing bowls or bells or rattles. If you put salt in jar, boom, you just made your own rattle. You can use rain stick. Trying to think what else. You can just use simple intention, where you put your hand above an object, or use your pointer finger, whichever one you feel appropriate with, and direct energy and intent that way. Trying to think. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to show you guys how some crystal portals kind of revisit the crystal method, and this is going to be more inclined of using the elements. Okay, so what we have here is a crystal portal. I'm going to switch this out real quick. So, take this out. Okay. So what we have here is the crystal portal. We're going to pretend that this item is going to be consecrated. It's already been consecrated, so that's why I feel it's safe to use it. I don't have to worry about accidentally consecrating anything that I don't actually want consecrated. So, remember, intent and energy is very important when doing this. So, this is obviously a crystal portal, which has the 4 elements and spirit. So we have air, fire, water, earth, and spirit, represented as citrine, carnelian, selenite, amethyst, and green aventurine. So, This is, you can either leave it like this and have it charged this way. You can activate it with a crystal wand. I have one, and unfortunately I didn't get it out to show you guys, but you can use obviously your finger and activate it that way. There's a few ways that you can activate your crystal portal, and one way is you can either make the pentagram or make it a pentacle, so do the star and do a circle. Yeah, or you can also just do a pentagon. That's what it's called, right? I think it's called pentagon, and just trace it that way, and leave it like that to charge however long you feel is necessary. You can obviously call on deity at this point as well. So what we have here is another crystal portal. This is more geared to what I used in my consecration ritual. So we have smoky quartz for dark energy, and for the goddess. We have some clear quartz for light energy and the god, and they're both pointing towards my sodalite, which is representing spirit. And the reason why I use sodalite is because I actually used crystal chips when when I first came up with this idea. And so that just goes to show you that it doesn't matter how big or small the item is that you're using to consecrate. And all that matters is intention. Now, for show and tell purposes, I'm using these crystals that are from my chakra set, minus these two and the carnelian. The amethyst was also part of my chakra set, but I wanted to make sure you could see it, so that was that. So this is red almandine garnet, which is basically that pomegranate seed color. And this is my birthstone, so I'm using this to represent myself. Again, we have the elements and spirit being represented, and the yin and yang energies pointing towards spirit for balance. So I'm going to go over the words with you. I'm going to switch out Madonna with spirit. I work with the Black Madonna as my term / name for the Great Spirit, but for brevity and for easy comprehension, I'm switching it out for spirit. So it's spirit without, spirit within. Thou shalt not let ill will in. Spirit below, spirit above. Consecrate this tool with love. This tool is now cleansed, charged, and consecrated for the use of benevolent magic only, both yin and yang, for the good of all and according to free will, so mote it be. Now, this was inspired by Charming Pixie Flora's Consecrating video. So I'm going to try and find it and link it in the description box below. And I'm going to go over the motions with you guys. So you want to keep the item about 3 inches above the center. Now this is to represent you. The center crystals represent you. So that way the item knows that this is for your use only. And then you're obviously having the elements and spirit helping you consecrate this item as well. So you have Madonna without. So you're going over, you want to stay above the crystals at all times. And you're going above the crystals 3 inches still high. And in a diosal motion, so that means sunwise or going to the right in a circular motion. So you say spirit without, and then you finish. Then you go back to center, and you say spirit within. Then you say thou shalt not let ill will in, staying at this point. Then you sit it down on the crystal, say spirit below, go now 6 inches roughly, and say spirit above. Go back to 3 inches, consecrate this tool with love. Then you would make your pentacle, excuse me, the pentagram, while you say this, and when you're making the pentagram, you want to stay about 3 seconds above each crystal. This tool is now cleansed, charged, and consecrated for the use of benevolent magic only, both yin and yang, for the good of all and according to free will, so mote it be. Okay? And so now it's consecrated. Now, I'm going to go over my personal... So what we have here are Ascension crystal stones. These came from 13moons.com. They were definitely a limited edition. The artist made these and kind of wanted to make them very, universal and general, so that way the keeper of the stones had the option to use them for whatever they so wished. So, this is the little paper that talks about each one, the idea that the artist had behind them, and if they still have them, I'll try and put the link below, but I know that they had one left when I bought mine, so it might be gone. So what we have here is spirit, earth, air, fire, and water. This is rose quartz with love, and I associate that with the emotions, that being with water, this having to do with the mind, so air. So, I forgot to mention also about using an oil. If you wanted to, you can anoint it on your item, or just put it on your hands and hold the item that way. So yeah, I used that power oil and these crystals to consecrate all my tools and stones, and you name it, it's been consecrated. And I used the same words, which I'll also write in the description box below. And I'm going to go over them with you in the fluid emotion, since you've seen the explained version. So it's Madonna without, Madonna within. Oh, excuse me. Well, first off, I'm going to tell you that I'm saying the words that as they are in my practice. Okay? So it's going to be pretty much the same thing, but not exactly. So I did not call on the elements. I'm just letting these be the simple representation. Okay? So it's Madonna without, Madonna within. Thou shalt not let ill will in. Madonna below, Madonna above. Consecrate this tool with love. This tool is now cleansed, charged, and consecrated for the use of benevolent magic only, both yin and yang, for the good of all and according to free will, so mote it be. Okay? That's it. It's been consecrated. So, that is it, folks. Alright, guys. So, as you know, I forgot to put the crystal method in there. This is the third time of me doing this video, so I'm hoping it works well this time. So, one of the ways that you can consecrate your tools is by laying them on a crystal. This one's kind of small, so it would be good for rings, little worry stones, or little pocket stones, or whatever, or little charms. So that's what it would be good for this, sitting your pentacle on, or something like that. Or sitting other stones on. You can consecrate it on that and have the energy take care of it that way. This is a citrine, which is really good. Citrine's self-cleansing, and it's safe to put in water, and it's safe for salt as well. So this is, and it's also really cheap. So if you're gonna get any crystal, I suggest getting citrine first. Another good investment is the geode. This is about 6 inches, and the hole is about 3 inches wide, inch and a half high, and an inch and a half deep. Oh shit. I just dropped it. what was I saying? That's really good because you have all those points pointing to the center where the object is, and it's great. I use it for recharging my crystals, but you could use it for consecrating as well if you dedicate it for that purpose. You can also use a stone, just a flat stone, kind of like a plate, and sit your items on that, and let it get charged that way. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, alright, enjoy the rest of the video. That is how I consecrate my tools, and those are ideas of how you can consecrate your tools or whatever you feel appropriate that you feel needs consecrating. I hope it helped you. I hope it inspired you. Thank you, T. Phillips, for asking me to do this video, and I hope you all have a blessed day. And I have not forgotten to do those other videos because of the one that I just uploaded. It was very difficult, and it took a long time for me to get it finally uploaded. So I didn't get to do the other ones like I wanted to, and I got to this video too late, and it's been giving me problems filming it, so I'm probably gonna have to do those videos tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to mention in the update video, 100 subscribers. Wow. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys subscribing and commenting, and I don't know if you're sharing or not, but it doesn't matter. Thank you anyway. I know that it's kind of difficult to probably understand me because I struggle with articulating, but you stick it out with me, and I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm not going to go into it right now, but there will be a giveaway, not now, but in the future. I don't want to say too much and lead you guys on, but there will be one coming up soon. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, blessed be.